Hey, YouTube. Um, I was thinking. I guess this is another one of them shower thoughts videos. Um, right? Cause I made one, right? Or is it? Yeah, I did. So, um, oh, that's cool. So I got a real series type thing going on. That's nice. Um, so yeah, this is another one of them shower thoughts videos. Um, except I'm not half naked like I was in the first one, right? Yeah, I was. Oh, brother, that's so stupid. Why did I do that? So I was thinking, I was in the shower. By the way, peep the hat and the Pepsi hoodie. My school was doing a mini golf tournament yesterday. I got second place, so that's why I got the Pepsi hoodie on me. And the rainbow hat. So you feel me? Um, but I was in the shower, right? And and for context, so recently, about a month ago, my friend and I, a couple of my friends, uh we created, well, my friend created the club, but we were all there to support him. He created this club called Club Alternative, and it's for like, it's pretty much for all the nerds, to put it bluntly, because in the black community, not a lot of people, actually, that's false, because I see like everybody watching, like everybody and their mother watches anime now. That's crazy to me. I don't know when that like popped off, but it's the thing now. But what I'm trying to say is that it's for those that watch anime, and they can express it, because a lot of people in the black community, they'll watch anime but they won't express it because it makes them look like a nerd. um so it's for those that watch anime and would like to express it. It's for those who like, uh what's a genre of music that black people won't get into. Well, it's for people who like rock, right? It's for people, so it because and it's not for, because I don't necessarily listen to rock like that. It's for, like, if you have a niche and it's not popular in the black community, this club is for that, right? It's for those. It's to be more inclusive. So like, if you like rock, this is a club for people who like rock, and for people who like, or more so for people who like rock, or for people who like anime. Like, you don't. It doesn't have to be. You know, it doesn't have to be like, because sometimes we'll be having, like, for example, an event that we had a couple days ago. We were marathoning Jujutsu Kaisen, which is a pretty good anime, actually. I haven't been watching anime as of late, but I got into It's a really good one. So we were marathoning that. But a couple days ago, I didn't go to the event because I don't necessarily. It's not for me. But they were also doing like a some sort of listening party of, like, rock music, or like alternative, like subgenres of music that black people don't like. So it's like, it's a inclusive club for all the niches that the black community doesn't really, not that they don't support, but not a lot of black people are into, right? So we created that club. I guess it's kind of successful. We had about like 12 people into it. I mean, but then again, it only happened a month ago, so I think it's pretty dope so far. Um, where was I going with that? Shoot, I hate when I go on these tangents. Where was I going with that? I was talking about club. Yeah. So, um, yeah, the point I'm trying to get across, or the reason why I made this video, is because um I was in the shower the other day, and the whole, like, the reason we made the club is because of the people in the black community that practically gatekeep other black people, right? And it's like, isn't the point of that kind of, like, how do we, like, I mean, I guess I'm kind of making it overly simplified, but like, why do black people gatekeep? Like, who's to say you're black? Like, I hate the fact, because it happened to me. It happened to me a whole bunch. You know, I was in ever since fourth grade, really. Because that's when I got glasses, and that's when I really kind of expressed how nerdy I was. I would hear from a lot of other white individuals that I'm not black, right? From other white individuals, I would hear that I'm not black because I'm a nerd, you know. And it's like at the time, I would, my fault. At the time, I would be like, okay, like I didn't really care, but like around middle school, you know, I would continue to hear it because that kind of stayed a thing all throughout. And it wasn't just me; it was all the other black nerds in the school. We would always hear that we're not black because we're a nerd. You know, obviously they wouldn't outright say that, but you know, it was heavily implied, or quite literally they would like, you know, because there was a Star Wars club and me and a couple other black kids were in that Star Wars club. We would hear that we are not black because we joined the Star Wars club. And it's like, okay, you know, but ever since middle school, you know, that's when it really got to me because number one, y'all are white people, and number two, who's to who's to gatekeep other black people? And that it didn't annoy me that much when white people said it because number one, y'all just sound stupid. You know, y'all just sound stupid from jump. Like, who are you to tell another race that they're not that specific race? Like, what does that even like I'm not gonna take you seriously for the most part. Like I would get angry in seventh grade, but really it pissed me off the most in high school. In high school back when I was in PW, when I was in the brick and mortar. It pissed me off the most when I was in high school in the brick and mortar because I didn't hear it from white people no more. I heard it from other black people that I wasn't black. And that pissed me off. Like I don't get mad often. I really don't. I get disappointed. But to hear from your own race that you're not, you know, said race is downright like that's downright disrespectful, you know? And it pissed me off so much, not because well no, it pissed me off given that number one, the factor was because I was a nerd, right? But it pissed me off so much further because to be black in that school district, because I went to a PWI, a predominantly white institution. So for the black kids that were there, they were either from Norristown or they were from Lafayette Hill. Lafayette Hill was a place full of white people. Norristown was the hood. So, and Plymouth Meeting is kind of near Lafayette Hill. Um, so there was this black club. I forget what it's called. It wasn't called the African American Club. Although, like honestly, in a predominantly white institution, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just called the African American Club. Like they would do some dumb, you know. Um, I forgot what the club was called, but I tried to join the club, and they didn't outright say I couldn't join the club, but they were like, "We'll think about it," you know. And you know, it took a couple days, then it led on to weeks, then it became some months, and then after that, I just didn't really care anymore because I was like, "All right, I'm not in the club," and so it really annoyed me because they didn't accept me. So the white people didn't accept me in that school. Then my own race didn't accept me in that school, right? And on top of that, the leaders, like it was so ironic. It was so ironic, right? Because I'm the nerd. I'm the one with the other white kids, right? The leaders of that club, they were from Lafayette Hill. Like they were from the white community. Like I would see them when they're not with the club, they're with their white friends, right? I would look at them. I would look at them like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you know what you did. You know what you did, right? Like I would see them, you know, hanging out with their white friends, talking you know, talking with so much poise all of a sudden. Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, that's how it is. Okay, I see what you want. You know, like it's stuff like that. Not only was I not accepted by my own race, but I was not accepted by the same people that were from Lafayette. It, like it blows my mind. It blows my absolute mind to know that like black people can gatekeep other black people. Like that's so stupid. It's beyond stupid. Because, you know, it'll be the same people that gatekeep other black people would be the same people that are like, you know, they'll be on social media and they'll see like a video of, you know, they'll see a video of like some, they'll I don't know, they'll see a video of like some black guy or some black person in general. You know, how like I don't know, cause I don't want to say something and then it's kind of OD, but I'm trying to say like, cause there's people in my school that they're obviously black. This is a HBCU, and they'll dress like like a emo, like someone who was in that emo phase, back then. They'll dress like that, and their hair will be like straight and whatever. They're and stuff like that. They'll wear all black. They'll listen to like what's a emo band? My Chemical Romance, right? They'll do that, and they'll see that on social media, and they'll be like, well, why isn't the black race accepting him? Or her, whatever. You know, it's those same people. And it's so crazy because the leader of that group, right? Uh, she was she was from Lafayette Hill. Um, oh, and like, I was low key beefing with her because yo, I'm about to get hot. I'm really about to get hot. Like, this is really annoying that I'm even bringing it up. But like the beginning of not the beginning of high school because I was in 11th. Um, so in the middle of high school, that's when I got onto social media again, and I was on Instagram. I saw her page, and she had a James Baldwin quote on her bio, and it pissed me off so much because James Baldwin, right? He was an activist, he was a poet, he was a novelist, right? And it was definitely during the civil rights movement, whatever. And obviously with civil rights, it's about inclusion, right? It's about trying to group everyone. It's about giving rights to those that need it, right? It's about inclusion, like including the black people. You know what it's about. I'm not about to re-explain it. Um, but it's crazy that you have quotes of activists, you know, and and like your profile picture is, you know, like obviously something of the what is it called? Oh, that's a shame. How do I forget it? What's it called? The Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter movement, right? Um, but you'll shove me off because of the way I talk, because of the way that the classes that I'm in. Like it's insane. It like it blows my mind. Like, how are you that? Because number one, it's like you don't practice what you preach if that's the case, right? Like, what's the point of inclusion if you're not including? Like what is like what are you trying to get at, right? It makes it so superficial. It makes it so extremely superficial, right? And it's crazy when you know it's crazy. It's funny. I find this funny though. Like it didn't annoy me as much, but so I got on Crocs, right? I got on these clean Crocs, right? One of my relatives, um not even one, like a lot of my relatives, they were like they were like, yo, Jay, are you even black? Cause I got Crocs on, right? Little do they know, literally, literally, everyone on campus wears Crocs. I'm in, I'm right outside North Philly at the first HBCU ever. They're wearing Crocs. I wish I could move the laptop. I wish I could move the laptop and show y'all, but I can't because I don't want to like mess up the setup. Literally, I'm seeing someone walk outside right now. They have pink Crocs on. Like, little do they know, every black person and their mom wears Crocs. Like, I find that so hilarious. Like, y'all are so out of touch. It's insane. It's insanity to me. Like, and who's to say, like, even if nobody on campus wore Crocs, like, who's to say that Crocs make you unblack, you know? Like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Like, what are you trying to get at, right? But like, it's stuff like that. It's the superficial things in life that don't, it doesn't, it's not necessary, right? Like, and even if it's something larger than just like the display of someone, like, who's that dude that ran for office? What's his name? Ben Carson, and like he was on the Republican side of things, and clearly, because a lot of the black population is they're like liberal, or they're Democrats. I would even consider myself liberal, um, at least from the topics at hand, right? And what they like. I wouldn't know for certain though, because I don't like to really tap into politics like that. But anyways, on with the story. Ben Carson, he ran for office, and he was a Republican. At least he ran for the Republican Party, the GOP, right? And so it's crazy because bro obviously lost, because this was 2016, right? This was when Trump became president. So he lost to Trump, and it was like, it's so polarizing to see social media, and it's very interesting because like black people kind of run Twitter. Like there's a whole term called black people Twitter. There's a like it's like we've resegregated ourselves uh, on Twitter. It's not segregation, but like there's a whole term for it, right? And it's very polarizing to see like the black community kind of shove Ben Carson off as if he's not black anymore because he ran for the Republican Party and because of his values. You know, like, don't get me wrong. I don't understand why he ran for the Republican Party when it's literally gonna hurt him. Like, it's gonna hurt him in the long run, you know? But and the same thing with Terry Crews, because Terry Crews, he's kind of a weirdo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was so weird. Like, he was talking about how I forgot what he said, but it was something along the lines of like he was talking about how like uh because the Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter, which I don't understand. It's like people of the All Lives Matter party, they fail to understand that we're saying that it's not Black Lives only matter. It's that Black Lives also matter. Like, if we got to add the A and make it BLAM instead of BLM, whatever. Do what you got to do. But it's Black Lives also matter, right? Anyways, but Terry Crews is pretty much saying that no, all lives matter, which we understand, right? Anyways, but yeah, people on the black side of Twitter would like denounce him as black too, and it's like, no, he's stupid. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a black person. He's still black, right? Like, it's so polarizing to see our community gatekeep others in our community, because it's like, isn't that what we're striving to get away from? You know, like, we're trying to include everybody. Like, that's weird. It's just something that I think is weird to me. That's all. But I didn't mean to make it like a political type video, but um, that's just, I find it. If anything, it was more so a video, of my beef with the school, because I hate that school with all my heart. I don't hate the people, but I hate the school. I do. I feel like it's okay to hate things rather than people. I don't hate people, but that school, PW, Plymouth White Marsh, I will air it out to like 4 people. Nobody be watching my videos. Okay, bye.